If you're on the fence, you should get off of it. Hi everyone, I'm on the Loc journey and welcome to my channel. Today's video is for folks who might be on the fence about whether or not they would like to start a Loc journey. If you're new here, I'd like to tell you that I've been on my Loc journey for 9 years and I make videos to encourage you to stay the course on your journey, whatever that journey might be. I know there are lots of reasons why people are a little bit hesitant to start a Loc journey. People are worried about the permanence of Locs, they're worried about the versatility of Locs, and they're worried about the maintenance of Locs, they're worried about what people would think. I'm making a video to address those concerns and to give you my 2 cents on why, if you're on the fence, you should get off of it. One of my #1 reasons for starting my Locs was embracing the fact that I could rock my own natural hair. I realized I was getting a lot of synthetic hairstyles that had the appearance of Locs if you squinted a little bit. I bet you if the faux Locs trend was popular before I started my Locs, I would have been getting those too. I just loved the single lock of hair hanging from my head in a group. I realized time after time that I would have to go and sit for the install for 5 hours or 8 hours or however long it took, and then I'd be good for a month or 2 months if I stretched it, but then I'd have to go and take them down and wash the buildup out of my scalp and then do the whole thing over again. And eventually I realized that I could just do the 2-strand twists that I would do in between installs anyway and just leave them in place and grow my own. So if you're somebody who loves the protective styles and finds yourself in box braids, kinky twists all the time, then maybe it's time for you to get off the fence and start your Locs, because you can have that style of hair using your own natural hair. Another reason why, if you're on the fence about getting Locs, you're contemplating them, I think that Locs are great, is the wake and shake. There's nothing better than getting up in the morning and not having to worry about prepping my hair. I don't have to comb it, I don't have to twist it out, I don't have to twist it up before I go to bed, there's no wrapping, none of that. I can slap on a silk scarf and my head is good. I twist every 2 weeks or once a month and my hair is good to go. And sometimes I don't even care for the twisted look, so I just wash my hair and go. What's better than that? So if you're somebody who is tired of the styling and manipulation of loose hair or loose natural hair, or even weaves, if you have to continually refresh that hair, curl that hair, all of that stuff, and you're ready to do away with all of those tools and products that are required to do that, it might be time for you to get on up off of that fence. A bonus that comes with the wake and shake is that you now have time to do other stuff. I personally use that extra time to sleep, but there's tons of other things that folks could be doing with the time that they would have spent at salons. If folks decide to DIY, so if I do it myself, I don't have to sit in the salon and wait for someone to do my hair. I do it when I feel like it, and I've practiced so much now that I'm pretty good at doing my own Locs to the satisfaction of me. That's time that's in my pocket. It's also money that's in my pocket because I'm not spending it every 2 weeks, every month, every 2 months to have someone do the process for me, because I do it myself. And Locs have given me that agency. I personally love Locs because every head of Locs is different and unique to the Loc wearer. If you're somebody who is tired of having your hair look like everybody else's hair, then maybe Locs are for you. Some people have Locs that are uniform. Some folks like me have Locs that are all different shapes and sizes. Some folks twist, some interlock, some freeform. There is a plethora of ways that one can maintain and cultivate Locs. And I love that. I love that they are unique to me. My Locs are unique to me and tell the story of what my life has been like for the last 9 years. So you can look at the tips and look at the roots, and I can tell you the story. I'm like, oh, this is the last time I interlocked. That's the time I dyed my hair this color. My Locs are with me and they are unique just as I am. If you're someone who's into that, who wants to be different than anyone else, Locs might be for you, and it might be time for you to get on up off of that fence. if you're someone who is tired of the hair texture that you have, if you've tried every other style and you're someone who is exhausted of that, so if you've already permed, you've already pressed, you've already braided, you've already weaved, and you're ready to try a new hair texture that is natural to you, maybe locks are right for you. That is my personal story. I've done everything to my hair except for weave. And I was too young for a sew-in or a weave, in my opinion, when I started my locks. So that helped me to get off the fence because I was like, well, I've done everything, and now I won't feel like I'm missing anything when I get my locks because I am satisfied with both styles and I'm ready to try something new and experience a different texture. Getting locks is basically like getting a new hair texture, and instead of you having single strands, you now have groups of strands that are matted together, and that's a new hair texture. If you're wanting to experience that and to enter into that journey, then maybe it's time for you to get on off of that fence. If you're someone who likes change, then maybe locks are for you and it's time for you to get off the fence. I think that locks have a bad rep for being the style that is oppressive, that there's only one way to wear them, and then when you get locks, you're stuck with locks and you can't change them. I know that to be the most untrue stereotype about locks, and I'd like to dispel that for folks who might be on the fence. I, on YouTube, have seen people put sew-ins over locks. I've seen them put crochet braids over locks. I've seen people dye their hair professionally and they know how to condition and take care of it right. Unlike me, but that's another time and another video. I've seen curls, I've seen coils, I've seen waves, I've seen updos, buns, you name it, and probably tried on locks. And locks really are more versatile than people give them credit for. I'll just put a little mini montage of past lock styles here just to show you the versatility that I've experienced, and resources right here on the tubes of you that would help me. So if you're somebody who's looking for a style that is quite versatile, that uses your natural hair in its natural state, then maybe it's time for you to get on off that fence. Those were just my 2 cents about why, if you're sitting on the fence and if you're having certain experiences, maybe it's time for you to consider jumping on off that fence and joining the lock crew. I promise you that there's a community of other people who have started their lock journeys, who are on the lock journey, here on YouTube and in other natural hair forums that will be there to cheer you on and support you. And there's so many ways to do your locks. You can have a loctician maintain them for you. You can freeform them and let them do what they want to do. You can begin to develop the craft of learning how to twist or to interlock or whatever method you might choose. And you are not alone on this journey. So what are you waiting for? Dip your toe in the pool and come find out what it is that we're talking about here on YouTube when we talk about our life. Thank you so much for watching until this point. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you stay in touch with me and know what it is that I make my next upload. Until next time, I am still certainly on my life.